This is a message for your guides reading for Family of Light. Okay, so I have 5 crystals here today. So one of them is a group crystal, and then 4 of them are specifically for your reading. Okay, so I'm going to use my peacock ore here to go ahead and surround us in protective space for the reading. Okay, I've got some blocks coming up at the hands because I'm noticing I had a block at the left hand, but now as I'm coming around, there's also a block coming up at the right hand. And I've also got a guide coming up pretty intensely for this reading. I had her coming up actually before I began the reading as well. That's the same spot as I'm coming around again, the hand again. The left hand has cleared a bit more easily, but the right hand is where it's kind of the most intense. I feel like that's even causing the left hand to be a little bit blocked. So your right hand has more to do, obviously, with what you're putting out, because your right hand has to do with your masculine energy, your father's side, your masculine side. Whereas your left hand has to do with you receiving. But there's also an energy of doing what you're passionate about and always making sure that you're following your passion and following your bliss. And whatever makes you happy, doing that. Whatever makes you passionate, doing that, and continuing to do that. And anytime that you're ever feeling like an emotion like down or just kind of blasé, there are always things. You can always be doing things that help you to increase your excitement and increase your passion and to feel better. And you don't have to do things that make you feel the opposite or that make you feel this kind of blasé kind of feeling. You can do things that make you feel the opposite, that make you feel charged, that make you feel a higher energy, a more purposeful energy. Okay, so my peacock ore that I showed you here, so this has to do with clearing out the chakras. And it also has to do with chakra work in general, because you can see all of these different color variations in there. And then I have my green fluorite here. So this is the group stone, and this has to do with calming anxiety and just in general calm. It's a really calming, soothing stone. It has to do with healing, grounding. It also has to do with calming your thoughts mentally, not only calming your emotions, but also calming your thoughts. So anytime that you do feel an emotion, like maybe you're a bit down, or any kind of perceived negative kind of emotion or even thoughts, but especially emotion, it comes from something that you're doing that you don't really want to be doing. Comes from some experience that you're having that you don't really want to be having in that way. And so do something else is the feeling of it. Do something that would cause the opposite emotion, in other words. Okay, all right, those are the two that I showed you. Okay, so then I have my jasper here. So these are crystals that I pulled for you. This one was for the group, but the peacock ore that I showed you, that was specifically for your reading, and these others are too. So this is my tiger's eye jasper. You can see that big eye in the center there. So there's definitely a very grounding, centering feeling coming in with this. That is definitely present with this crystal, but for this reading, that's really sticking out a lot. And almost like physical actions that are serving you in like a grounded way, a sure way, where you really feel fixed and on your path and certain, and mainly that you're doing whatever you want to be doing, whatever you feel to be doing. And your guides are almost saying it like from their viewpoint, and you can think of almost like yourself out there, almost like them, if you were viewing yourself in the way that they are. So you're out here above and you're looking down on yourself, watching yourself throughout your day. Wouldn't you want to be seeing yourself in a higher state? And you would want to be seeing yourself following the things that make you feel higher, that make you feel more encouraged and more enthused. You wouldn't want to see yourself following after things that ever make you feel the opposite. And you would want to almost trigger that from their point of view. You would want to trigger this kind of snap out of one state or emotion or thought pattern into one that's more reflective of who you are, where you're putting out a creative energy, a higher energy, and walking down your path by following your excitement. Okay, so my other two here, so then I have my purple fluorite. So purple fluorite, this has to do with psychic protection, especially. It also has to do with enhancing your psychic abilities. And then I have my my clear quartz here, and it's in the shape of a pyramid, this one. So there's a lot of masculine energy there. So again, grounding. The clear quartz also has to do with clearing. It has to do with contacting higher energies. So when I have it with this pyramid and there's that grounded kind of energy and this kind of focal point at the top, it makes me think of taking this higher energy and centering it and kind of grounding it down and grounding it through you. Or even allowing things to manifest is another way of thinking of that. Allowing a vision to manifest and the things that you desire to manifest. So I have this female guide very, very near you. This isn't one of the ones that I had mentioned before, because she doesn't feel Lyran or from one of these specific places, which most of your guides have. They've felt like they were a specific type of extraterrestrial. I don't really feel like for this reading she's wanting me to get more into herself or who she is. But she did kind of introduce herself to me, so I'm getting a little bit familiar with her energy, but I don't feel like she wants me to say more about her yet for some reason. It could even just be the time frame, because I know we're a little past the time frame actually. And she probably has more to say about that, so I feel like I'll probably get into that in one of these coming weeks. If she chooses to say more about that. Okay, so that is the end of this reading. That is what your guides have to say for now. And as always, I hope that this will benefit you, and I will see you next week. Namaste.